the really big things that I think I took away from my very first conference and any time since is the recognizing of things. And that's the first R. And I think we don't recognize as Christians what it is that's going on in our own lives. And so I think that's really key, is to start immediately now when you have thoughts come into your head, you recognize what that is you're doing. And you start to take those thoughts captive. And I think that's really, really, really important. One of the main things, like I said, I took away from here, and I think you guys are probably already doing that even this week as you're starting to think things. I'm sure it's starting to sink in how you're thinking and how you can turn that and change that and take it captive. And so that's one of the things that for me is really big about RLI, is that you start to recognize the thoughts that you have and take those thoughts captive. And for me, that's brought physical healing as well as just a release emotionally. I've learned how to forgive. Read Art Mathias's book. It has great stuff on forgiveness. So just to forgive quickly, not to just let things build up. And, you know, I had resentment inside of me that I knew some of it, but I didn't know some of it. You know, it's like I always thought, oh, I don't get offended, nothing bothers me. And that's not true. And so things I would just not really recognize as what they were, as truly being resentment, I would hold things inside because I didn't verbalize. I don't get mad and spew it out all over everybody, but it was still inside of me, and it was a hindrance to me. And so, like I said, one of the things, like I said, you're going to notice your thought processes. You're going to notice things better and recognize what's going on inside of you. So I encourage you to allow the Holy Spirit to do that for you. And I just really believe that God is going to continually, like she talks all the time about the onion peel, you know, you're going to just get healed more and more and more as you start to let those thoughts change and those patterns change. And that's probably the biggest thing that's happened to me, is just recognizing what's going on inside my own head, taking those thoughts captive, forgiving people quickly, and not letting that resentment build up. So, and it affected me physically. I had migraines that if I catch myself what I'm thinking, my headaches will go away if I change my thinking. So